Welcome to another Planet video from UNM.nu. As I had to turn in my desktop today, and so I only have my laptop and my iPhone right now, so we'll be doing this two-camera format for a while. This computer is also a little choppier, so hopefully we don't run into problems, but my microphone seems to be working. The video seems to be working. I'm getting ready to sell my Gamma BTCB as it unlocks in like 4 minutes. Let me go and share the Telegram with you. This is the latest post here. This is a while ago from GNU, and then I did the talk about insufficient amount of Gamma. I'll do a ton of videos tomorrow and Friday since I'm off of work. But let me go ahead and start sharing my phone so I can get ready to make the transactions that are needed. So, let me see here. I haven't decided if I'm going to release this immediately or build up my queue. I'm leaning toward building up my queue again. Okay, so let's go to the Trust wallet. Should be able to see my phone now. Make sure my Gamma BTCB is still locked. I can tell Gamma's come down a little. This amount was higher an hour ago, if not sooner. Aqua's also come down, so maybe that's just because Bitcoin's going down. So that doesn't necessarily mean people are selling their Gamma already. As you can see here, move my picture out of the way. My Gamma unlocks in about 4 minutes at 8:53 my time, 3 minutes now. Nothing to withdraw yet. Okay, so while we're killing time, let's go ahead and make sure everything seems to be going to plan. So yeah, Bitcoin's now below 64,000, and that's more than the decrease of Gamma, and Aqua is actually still up in the past 24 hours, it looks like. So I'm not seeing any Gamma selling as of yet, which is a little surprising. Unless there is some sort of restriction, such as that insufficient Gamma balance issue. Maybe that's affecting the Gamma BTCB pool. So I'm not seeing anything alarming here. Going back to the wallet, what I'm talking about is here is if I go to the pools, and then I go, if I go up to the top here and look at my pending Gamma and try to collect it, and go to collect right away, withdraw instantly since that's free now, I'm not going to do it. It's going to cost me 51 cents. But if I was to hit confirm, I want to cancel. If I was to hit confirm, it's giving me an error of, let's get the quote, insufficient amount of Gamma, which I think happened before. Byzantine had to add more Gamma, however that is, for minting, from the reservoir, from the reserves. So obviously if you're trying to claim your Gamma rewards, that's frustrating, but that's something that Byzantine has to do. And he hasn't done it yet, at least as I checked a couple of hours ago. But let's get back focused on the task at hand, which is withdrawing my Gamma BTCB as it becomes available. I'm assuming it'll say unlockable in Vault, which right now is 0. And again, I always have to go back and forth between screens. If I stay on the pools page, they disappear. Let's see how my lending's looking. Not great because Bitcoin's way down. I'm now in the red zone above 90%, but I'm actually going to try to get Bitcoin tonight. If nothing else, I'm going to try to withdraw, and since half of my withdrawings will be Bitcoin and half will be Gamma, I'm just getting the seconds hand up now. Let me go ahead and make sure my computer is synced. Sync now. Okay, less than 30 seconds. Oops, I don't want to withdraw Bitcoin. Let's go back to the pools page. Nothing yet to withdraw. So you can still see that's locked right there. Any second now, it should be 8:53, and then we're going to refresh right now. Okay. Again, this is real time. There's no redoing this video. Whatever mistakes I say or make in this video, we're just going to have to live with them. I am going to try to do this quickly too, so I might not be able to talk. Nothing yet unlockable, so it might come down to the seconds. So you're still seeing it there. Try it again. And there we go. Let's go ahead and withdraw the max. And we want to go to not Gamma. We want to go to Bitcoin. And actually have my screen really dark. So I might have to look at my computer so I can see what I'm doing. It says I'm going to receive just under $1,800 worth, 0.027 Bitcoin. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. So you can see through this video how easy Planet Finance is to use, which is a big selling point for me. Now we'll see if this gets stuck anywhere. That's what I'm afraid of now, but so far so good. Planet Finance is really easy to use, especially when it's working. There are bugs with it. You can see Doi Tran in the Telegram group today mentioned 2 of them. So not just the insufficient amount of Gamma bug, but also if you were pending 90 days vesting for Gamma for it to withdraw. Now that there's no withdrawal fees for Gamma, it should be instantly. And apparently, if you've already initiated the 90-day unstaking period, you can't get out of it. So sorry to whoever did that. I never actually went through the 90-day period. Looks like I got my Bitcoin. How easy was that? And you can see my Gamma BTCB went down. I'm thinking I'm just going to release this video tonight. Like I said, I'm off tomorrow and Friday, so I'll have all days to build up my queue again. With Planet in so much uncertainty right now, I don't want to have like 2 weeks worth of videos and then all of a sudden things massively change. So that's why I'm trying to keep my queue smaller. But with me starting with a new company on Monday, I do need to have a little bit of a buffer in case I'm just too busy to do these videos. And in fact, Xenomanic, I haven't responded to you on YouTube. You've made a couple of comments. I'll respond to you probably tomorrow when I'm off. I've acknowledged them. Great comments. Thanks for leaving them on my video, but I haven't responded. Just I've been super busy, especially with the transition from my current company to the new one. Today was a busy day. Okay. And I have another $20 that'll be unlocked in 2 or 3 hours, but I'm not going to do that. I'll let this build up. So the next time I probably do this kind of transaction will be August 26th, probably more likely August 28th to make it more worthwhile with these dollar amounts. Granted, I don't expect these dollar amounts to be as high. I expect other people to dump Aqua like I am, but we'll see. Maybe I'm alone in doing this, but I've already shared my strategy with all of you. I told you I was going to do this tonight, so if you complain about this tomorrow or later, I give you fair warning. Okay, taking a look here, lending. Let's go ahead and put that Bitcoin into the lending supply. So this is going to be sort of a beginner's video on how to do this. That was my first time ever withdrawing from Gamma BTCB because that was the first time anybody could withdraw from Gamma BTCB. So that's real time, but this I've done before. So if you want to go ahead and supply Bitcoin, let's go and supply the Bitcoin that I just got. You hit max, you go to supply, hit supply. I'll be doing that 0.027624 Bitcoin. And you can see that my borrowing percentage now went from like that 91% down to 87%. So guess what that means I get to do? I get to borrow some money to get more Bitcoin right now, which I already told my mom I was going to do that tonight. Is with Bitcoin this cheap, I've got to load up. And granted, could Bitcoin go down further? Of course. So this is not financial advice, do your own research. But right now I'm on a mission to get another Bitcoin this year. It's going to be really hard with the price this high. It's not like I just have $65,000 floating around. I really don't. But thanks to Planet, and this is what I've told my mom, is through this lending market, sure, the interest rates on USDT, USDC, Frax, DAI, they aren't great, but they are actually better than any other website out there. From what I've heard, most other websites charge 30, 40%. As you can see here, my borrowing rates are very reasonable right now. 10%, 10%, 10%, 18%. I expect Bitcoin to go up. So to me, I'm adding additional risk by this borrowing, but to me, the risk is well worth the return. Come see me when Bitcoin's 300,000. But let's go ahead and borrow. And since USDT is the one that Doesn't have the lowest rate, but it's the one that I think would change the least if I borrow from it. I can borrow now a maximum of 789. Let's just do 500. So I'm going to replace this with 500. Go ahead and do that. Costs $1. It's probably less than that. I'm sure it is. In fact, looking at my wallet, I should do that real time. So let's go ahead and go here and look at my transactions right here. It says $1.08, but if we go to BSC scan right here, view on Explorer, it actually cost only 71 cents. So to borrow $500, 71 cents, very low fee right there. Let's go ahead and go back here, there, everywhere. Okay, move myself out of the way. Keep having to move myself out of the way. I always get in the way. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I think I've been getting better fees on PancakeSwap than on Planet. So I'm going to go ahead and go to PancakeSwap. Go ahead and go to the BNB chain. I'm going to go ahead and convert that $500 USDT, not to cake. I'm going to convert it to Bitcoin on the Binance chain. Okay, that seems like a good amount to me. Yeah, Bitcoin's still hovering at 64,000, 64,100. Let's do it. Confirm swap. 14 cents. I think it's better prices at Planet in terms of slippage, so I'm not sure. Either way, the fees are cheap. I just have been preferring to use PancakeSwap lately. But Planet uses one squibbling over pennies. It's not worth it. So do whatever you're. My borrowing went from like 10% to 12% for borrowing $500. I definitely think that's worth the risk, in my opinion. So now I'm going to supply that Bitcoin. So this is the form of looping I do these days. Looping in the past from Joe was like buying Bitcoin, borrowing Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, but for the gamma rewards. Now that gamma rewards are going away on Green Planet, now I'm all about borrowing stable coins, buying Bitcoin or Aqua. Bitcoin's nice because once I buy Bitcoin, as you saw, I can supply that Bitcoin and loop and borrow more USDT, convert that to Bitcoin, supply that Bitcoin, borrow more USDT, supply that Bitcoin after I convert it to Bitcoin. You get the drill by now, as that's been my strategy. It's riskier than just buying Bitcoin outright. I'm at the stage of my investing to get to one whole Bitcoin. It depends on your situation. If it's going to be hard for you to come up with $65,000, maybe you have to use the strategy too and take on that additional risk just to end up with one whole Bitcoin. The better way is if you can just buy one whole Bitcoin, do it. But at this, I mean, it was easy when I was buying Bitcoin at 3,000 a pop. I afford it. Now that Bitcoin's 64,000, that's eliminated a lot of people from ever having the chance of getting one whole Bitcoin. But just think when Bitcoin's 100,000, 300,000, a million, how many more people that's going to eliminate. So I think for some of you out there, maybe even watching my videos, if you haven't gotten to one whole Bitcoin yet, the chance is still there for you, but you might just have to be creative how you do that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and supply this now. So let's refresh. Go to my Bitcoin, supply it. Went from 89% to 88%. That might be where I stop borrowing, but I can get another 500, so I'm going to do that. And this is USDT, yeah. So this went from 12.41% to 13.95%. Very small increases in what I'm owing, so fine with me. Let's go back to PancakeSwap. Oops, back to here. Let's convert this to USDT, Bitcoin, do the max again, and yeah. Get some more Bitcoin. It just fell below 64,000, so now seems as good a time as ever. Okay. Back here, refresh. Go ahead and supply that. Supply, confirm. And now it went from 88.38% to 88.50%. I doubt I can borrow again. right under 500. And that's kind of the buffer where I don't have to be at 90%, because again, that means a quick decrease in Bitcoin. I'm at threat of being liquidated, which is fine because this is now Bitcoin, which I bought, but if I get liquidated, like, I'm still ahead in terms of the Bitcoin I own now than I was at the start of the year. And even if I was liquidated a little bit, if Bitcoin takes a turn that I didn't foresee, then I can still withstand that and just buy more Bitcoin when the price turns around. It's a risk I'm willing to take. So that was an example of me selling my Gamma BTCB for Bitcoin, supplying it, borrowing a stable coin, converting that to Bitcoin, and looping a couple of times, or at least one time. If you've enjoyed this, hey, if you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment on YouTube, Twitter, my shirt to the grand finale party with my company. Thinking about wearing a Bitcoin shirt on my first day to work. Might need, company is not pro Bitcoin, but they're not anti-Bitcoin either. And I'll get ready for a ton of videos. Don't forget my video chat on Telegram, August 2nd at 1 o'clock p.m. in London, Wales, 6 o'clock my time. I hate waking up early, but the show must go on. Hopefully you've enjoyed this kind of content. Experimenting. Where do I see how much time is left here? Yeah, right now I'm trying to get used to my new, my old computer recording these. And again, I can't wait to watch this to see if it's choppy. Looks a little bit choppy, but as long as the audio is not choppy, that's fine. Where in the heck does it have the time? Huh. I'm really not sure. So I don't want to waste too much of your time. It says this is a 40-minute video, but it's very hard to tell how much time is left. I know that I started this just before 8:50 my time, and right now it's 9:06. So I think this is a long enough video. Till next video, until the next developments from Planet, God bless my friends, and take care.